How did it impact you playing Andy Kaufman?
I think that it showed me that there were characters being played everywhere. That, that as an actor you play characters, and then if you go deep enough into those characters, you realize that your own character is pretty thin to begin with, and then you suddenly have this separation and go, well, who's Jim Carrey? Oh, he doesn't exist, actually. There's just a relative manifestation of consciousness appearing, and then somebody gave him a bunch of ideas. They gave him a name and a religion and a nationality, and he clustered those together into something that's supposed to be a personality. And it doesn't actually exist. And none of that stuff, if you drill down, is real.
Is it fair to say that it pushed you into some kind of existential crisis?
Fugue state.
Well, I mean, it's kind of what you're saying.
It wasn't a crisis, it's an existential experiment, but that's been my life, I believe that I got famous so that I could let go of fame, and it's still happening, but not with me.
What do you mean by that? What does that mean?
I'm not a part of it anymore. There's no
now
me
you're not
involved.
a part of. You're not a part of what?
No, like dressing happens, doing hair happens, interviewing happens, and it happens without me. Without the idea of a me. You know what I'm saying?
No.
I know it's a weird little semantic jump, and it's not that far, but it's a universe apart from where most people
Is
live.
this how, okay, so you were certainly at one time one of the most famous people on the planet.
No, I'm still.
Okay, you're still one of the most famous people on the planet. Okay. That is a mind-bending experience, and everybody deals with it in different ways. And you also have you're an artist. I mean, you have a particular personality. So where are you now on that continuum of like...
I'm not on the continuum. There's no me. There's just what's happening. And it's not personal. So like the difference between money and my money is a gigantic chasm, so that's how it feels. It feels like, things are happening, and they're going to happen whether I attach myself as an ego to it or not. There's grooves that are cut pretty deep, from my entire life. There's still an energy that wants to be admired and wants to be clever, and there's still an energy that wants to free people from concern. And now it goes further. I want to, kind of relate what this is to people so that maybe they can also kind of glimpse the abyss of, it sounds scary, but it's not. It's
awfully profound for comedy.
Huh?
I mean, it's very profound for comedy, and comedy is often profound. And I think Andy Kaufman was profound for sure. Yeah.
He was the great beyond. And the great beyond to me, represents represents artists that are willing to go over the line into the unacceptable and the unexpected, but it also represents, beyond the belief in the Maya and in the virtual game grid we're watching and we're involved in.
Does that make you a person who's more at peace with yourself as you don't exist? If I can put it in your own construct.
Doesn't make me a person, but
does it make you?
There is peace. There's
peace.
Peace, and there's gratitude, and there's wonder, and there's excitement, and all of it is happening and rising out of nowhere and happening for no one.
Chris, how did you collaborate on the film? I got it. No, that's wonderful.
But how do we market it?
No, I didn't say that. I said, how did the two of you work? First of all, I mean, Jim's in a particular place, right? And Headspace.
It needs to drink.